Ewood Park, home of Blackburn Rovers. Let's get straight into this and take the ground. Right, hello everyone and welcome to this new video on the channel. So today is Saturday the 20th of January 2024 and today I've got game number 61 of the 23-24 season on the channel. We're heading to Ewood Park for Blackburn Rovers versus Huddersfield Town in the Championship. So in today's video, I've got my thoughts pre-half-time and post-match as well as a matchday vlog itself. And then at the end of the video, because it's a new ground on the channel, we're going to rate the ground as well. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Here we are then, let's go to the spoon, just down here. Here we go, number 52 of the 92, and 104th ground in total, Ewood Park, home of Blackburn Rovers. Let's have a look around. Cheers. We're in. Okay, so just before kick-off, we've got my pre-match thoughts on both teams. So with this being a neutral match, I am a Doncaster Rovers fan. My question for you guys in the comments today is, what is the best neutral game you have ever been to? So, like I say, any game that doesn't involve your team, what is the best neutral game you've been to? Drop yours down in the comments. And while you're there, like the video. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you click the red button. So let's start off with the home team then, Blackburn Rovers, and they currently find themselves in 18th place out of 24 teams in the Championship with 10 wins, 2 draws and 15 defeats. So their last game was a bit of a hammering. They had a 4-1 away loss to West Brom. So now that means they are winless in 6 games, and they've won 2 of the last 10 games as well, and in them 10 games they have not managed to keep a clean sheet. And as for Huddersfield, they're not in great form either. They'll place outside the relegation zone in 21st out of 24th at the minute with 5 wins, 11 draws and 11 defeats. So Blackburn with only 2 draws and Huddersfield with 11 means this fixture is the team with the least amount of draws in the Championship versus the team with the most. So bit of a useless stat for you there, but hey-ho. And Huddersfield's last result was a 1-1 home draw to Plymouth Argyle. So that means they've now winless in the last 3 games in the league. And actually the last win was on Boxing Day against the team we played today, Blackburn Rovers. We had a 3-0 home win against Blackburn, which brings me nicely on to the previous results. So, in the last 3 games, Huddersfield have won 1, Blackburn have won 1, and they've also had a draw. So, the game before that, last season at Huddersfield, was a 2-2 draw. And in the first meeting last season, Blackburn had a 1-0 home win. So, I think that brings it nicely on to my prediction then. So, which team is going to break their winless streak and hopefully pick up a bit of form? My prediction is neither team's going to get a win here, I think. I think this has got draw written all over it. I'm hoping it's not a 0-0 game because we can either go one or two ways, these type of games with 2 out of form teams. It can either be a boring 0-0 or, you know, a goal fest. I'm hoping for the latter, but to be honest, I don't think it's going to be either of them. I think it's going to be a pretty simple draw here. I'm going to go with Blackburn Rovers 1, Huddersfield Town 1. Anyway, that is it for my pre-match thoughts then. So we've got number 52 of the 92 for me today. I'm at 104th ground in total. So let's head on back to Ewood Park and see how the game goes.
Here come the teams. There's the Huddersfield fans over there.
Ewood Park, please welcome the teams for today's clash between our visitors, Huddersfield Town, and your Blackburn Rovers. Here's how your Rovers lined up. In goal, number 1, Ainsley Pears. Number 2, Hallam Britton. Number 3, Harry Pickering.
Rovers 6, Huddersfield 0 at end.
I was going to say, we're on the way.
Scoring for Blackburn Rovers, number 23, Adam Watson.
Nice. Oh. Save. Bloody hell.
I thought that earlier.
Yeah. Good header.
That's typical Rovers.
I know, I'll tell you about it.
Absolutely typical Rovers.
Half time, 1-0.
So at half time, it's Blackburn Rovers 1, Huddersfield Town 1. Despite there being 2 goals, it's not been the most liveliest of first halves, to be fair. Not a lot of clear-cut chances. It's not been a classic. It does kind of seem like 2 out of form, poor championship teams playing against each other, to be honest with you. So far, I'd say I think Blackburn, they've had more of a ball. They look like they're kind of like, you know, having more possession and playing ball around a bit more, but Huddersfield, when they get the ball, look a lot more dangerous, and they've definitely had the better of the chances in this first half. So it's kind of one of them, Blackburn having all possession, but Huddersfield looking the more dangerous when they have got the ball and creating the chances. But other than that, it's not been the most exciting game, to be fair to you. It's been a cold one, but not the most exciting so far. So hopefully the second half livens up a bit. So let's head on back to Ewood Park and see how the second half went.
Nice. touch. Oh, nice. Cracking ball.
Go on!
Oh. What have we got? Oh! Oh! Oh, it's cracking ball out. Send it through here. Oh, Jesus. Should have been. Time 1-1.
So at full time, it's finished Blackburn Rovers 1, Huddersfield Town 1. And to be fair, that were a lot more of an entertaining second half than the first half, despite there being no more goals. The game seemed to open up a bit, to be fair. Both teams took the ball forward, but there just weren't a lot of end product at the end of them taking the ball forward. I mean, there were a lot of breaks in play. So like one team would get a ball, they'd break forward, other team could get a ball and break forward as well. So yeah, a lot of back and forth, a lot of breaks, and just not a lot of end product on the end of them. To be fair, it kind of did seem like a game between two poor, out of form championship teams, if I'm being honest. I know a lot of fans, I were on train with most Huddersfield fans, obviously coming back to Doncaster, going that way, and seeing on Twitter as well with Blackburn fans and Huddersfield fans. I know neither fan base are very happy at the minute, and after that game as well, and it's quite clear to see why. Like, neither team played great, in all honesty. To be honest, watching Blackburn were a lot like watching Doncaster when Huddersfield scored from a set piece. It kind of sounded, a lot of fans around us, it was like being back at Rovers, to be fair, what we were saying and stuff like that, because we're shite from set pieces as well. But you can't tell that a game between two out of form teams. Definitely not a classic, but the second half did liven up a lot more, and it's been a good watch, to be fair. Good to take Blackburn off finally and get myself down to Ewood Park. So thank you for Blackburn for, like I say, a great day out. And let's see how I rated them. Okay, so it's time for Rate the Ground now. So if you are new to the channel, what we do is each time I visit a new ground in the season, I'll rate them on 5 categories, which is pre-match, catering, the ground itself, the atmosphere, and the overall enjoyment of the day. Each category will get a score out of 5 and then a final score out of 25, which we'll put into a table with all the other grounds we've been to that season. So today's Blackburn Rovers' turn, so without further ado, let's get straight into this and rate the ground. So let's start with pre-match then, and not too bad, to be fair. The only gripe is kind of a town centre is a fair distance away from the ground itself. It's about 1.25 miles, something like that, away, so it is a fair walk. So if you do struggle with mobility, you can get a train or bus to the ground, which isn't too far from there, or like I say, it's about 25-30 minute walk if you fancy walking it, which is what we did there and back. We went to the Spoons beforehand, which were good, and then went to the ground itself. We got a fan zone outside. I had a kebab burger, which tasted absolutely delicious. Home fans are allowed in the bar attached to the ground. We had home tickets, so we were okay, despite the Yorkshire accents. And yeah, we've got, plenty of stuff to do. So yeah, it's pretty good. It's not the best I've been to, but we've got the outdoor fan zone, we've got cover for if it's raining. Decent effort, to be fair. Can't really complain. So for pre-match, Blackburn is going to get a 3 out of 5. Moving on to the catering now, and it took a fair bit of time to get served at half time. We kind of got a bit of false sense of security because before the game it looked very empty in the concourse, but then at half time it filled up very quickly. We had a decent selection of drinks. I had Crewe Scampo every time in the concourse, but we had plenty of other beers and ciders and all that stuff for you to choose from. Food wise, we had the pie, mash, peas and gravy deal for $7.50, but unfortunately by the time I got to the front they'd run out of mashed potato, so I just got a pie. It was a steak pie, but to be fair, that steak pie tasted absolutely delicious. It were a superb pie, to be fair. Drinks were good, service, it were a bit slow, but not too bad, and price are kind of pretty much what you'd expect at football nowadays, so nothing outstanding, but above average, I'd say, just. So in terms of catering, I'm going to go 3 out of 5. Next up, we've got the ground men. So Ewood Park is a very good ground, in my opinion. I can imagine as an away fan, you would absolutely love it because you get the full stand behind the goal. So if you've got a big following, you can literally bring like 7,000-8,000 fans and just pack it out. Like, it'd be absolutely superb. I think Huddersfield took about 2,000, which, to be fair, in any other stand, 2,000 fans would look a lot more than it did in there, just with the size of the stand itself. But yeah, we've got the Riverside standards, obviously, which is a lot older than the other 3 stands, and yeah, I really like it. A lot of history around the place. Obviously, a former, not just a former Premier League ground, but a former Premier League winners ground. A lot of history around the club, and yeah, I really like this ground, so it's going to get a 4 out of 5 for the ground. Next up, we've got atmosphere, and it's an hard one, this, because, to be fair, this stadium, as much as I like the stadium, it is half empty because, like I say, it's a big stadium for this level. But, you know, fans sang now and again. Nothing spectacular. Like, when they're going well, the fans would pipe up. When they're not, they won't really sing. Kind of reminds me a bit of the Rovers, to be fair. Donny Rovers, that is. So nothing great, to be honest with you. So it's going to get a 2 out of 5 for the atmosphere. And finally, we've got overall enjoyment. It's been a good day, to be fair. Probably not my favourite of the neutral games I've been to, but it has been, you know, pretty fun, to be fair. Journey down were good. I always love going to the neutral games. Stopping with spoons for a bit, checking out the town, seeing what it's all about, and then walking down to a very good ground, in my opinion. And it weren't the best game of football, but it was a good day out. Nevertheless, getting to see a new ground and just enjoying the whole day. So it's not going to get as high as it usually would, but going to get a decent score. Nevertheless, it's going to get a 3.5 out of 5. So that gives Blackburn Rovers a total score of 15.5 out of 25, which puts them into 19th place level with Sheffield FC. However, they have gone above Sheffield FC because the overall enjoyment is the deciding factor. So that puts them above Sheffield. So, yep, once again, thank you to Blackburn for the hospitality. I loved coming to Lancashire today and experiencing Ewood Park, but I am going to leave the video here for today. So thank you very much for watching. If you're new around here, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 2,000 subs as soon as possible, so if you can help with that, that'd be greatly appreciated. Blackburn and Huddersfield fans, I do other neutral videos just like this and following Rovers around the country, so make sure you don't go anywhere to see some more of that. So the next game will be on Tuesday night. We've got Nostell Miners Welfare versus Retford United as we move a step closer to completing the NCEL Division 1. So until then, thank you very much for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.